Ladies and gentlemen, we are convened for the annual commencement exercises of Penn State Mont Alto. Prior to the start of today's event, for the respect of our guests, graduates and their guests, please be sure that your cell phones are turned off or are on silent. Today's ceremony is being live streamed for friends and family who are unable to attend in person. As we celebrate our graduates during this pandemic, we have several protocols that guests must observe. Penn State is asking all visitors to wear their masks at all times while on campus today. Additionally, individuals not in the same household should observe 6 feet of distance from each other. Finally, we ask that graduates and families do not congregate at the inline statue. A minimum distance of 6 feet should be allowed between you and the shrine. Please do not sit on or touch the shrine. If taking pictures at the lion bench behind the vet center, please maintain social distancing. Please remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem. Please be seated. As we prepare to celebrate the accomplishments of the students seated before us, please allow me to show you all of the exiting points that are available to us in this room. The main point of egress is located through the doors you use to enter the gym. There is another exit directly to my right, as well as in the far corner of the room, close to where those of you seated in the far section of the bleachers. One more point of egress is located at the far end of the room at the double oak doors. During the ceremony, we ask that guests remain seated. Guests may take photos throughout the ceremony from their seats. After your graduate crosses in front of the stage, our staff will take a photo of them by the lion statue to the right of the stage. These photos will be shared through the Mont Alto Facebook page on Monday. To comply with university guidance and for the safety of guests and graduates, we ask that you do not try to approach the stage for a photo. We ask that you hold your applause until all of the graduates have had their degrees conferred. Finally, please use this moment to take out your cell phones and ensure that they are off or on silent mode. Also, please note that we do not permit the use of your cell phone, including text messaging, during the ceremony. I would now like to introduce Ms. Noelle Purdy, Chair of the Penn State Mont Alto Advisory Board, to provide a welcome on behalf of the board.
Good morning. Students, parents, faculty, I'd like to welcome all of you to the class of 2021 commencement at Penn State Mont Alto. As chair of the Mont Alto Advisory Board, congratulations. Not only has this past year been exceptionally challenging, but it has been a year of progress and change, growth, and achievement to all educational institutions and to you as our graduates. Your Penn State degree is a respected brand mark, statewide, nationwide, and worldwide, a university with very high standards. This impressive milestone is the beginning of your career path and a bright future. You have made all of us very proud. We know our lion is roaring, and all your hard work has paid off. Well done. It's an honor to introduce to you the Chancellor of Penn State Mont Alto, Dr. Francis Ashampong, better known on campus as Dr. A.
Good morning. Welcome to this year's commencement ceremony at Penn State Mont Alto. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of the Pennsylvania State University and the faculty and staff of Penn State Mont Alto, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you to this 2021 commencement ceremony. I'm pleased to have Noelle Purdy, Chair of the Penn State Mont Alto Advisory Board, here with us. You just heard her speak. Advisory Board members come from all sectors of our community, and they volunteer their time to assist me in ensuring a strong and engaged campus. Penn State Mont Alto has the distinction of having over 15,000 alumni, many of whom have made significant contributions to the Commonwealth, our nation, the global business world, their professions, and of course the Mont Alto campus. Will all of our alums who are here with us this morning please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Today we have a total of 125 students participating in 2 commencement ceremonies. It's the first time we've done more than one ceremony at Mont Alto. Just to tell you a little bit about the 2021 graduating class, 7 of them are graduating cum laude, 11 of them are graduating magna cum laude, and 5 of them are graduating summa cum laude. We have 3 veterans who are graduating. Also, interestingly, 68% of our graduates identify as women. I think that's very significant. And 15 of the students who are graduating today have also earned minors. And 31% of them are what we call adult learners because they are students with adult responsibilities. Our supervisor of maintenance who oversaw the preparation of this gym, Brad Kendall, his son is graduating today as part of the very first project and supply chain management class. Interestingly enough, I was supposed to be at University Park today, attending my daughter's graduation. And I was going to ask Mike Donchevsky to confer your degrees on you in my absence. As it turns out, the chancellor is the only one who has authority delegated by the Board of Trustees to confer degrees. So the university sent my daughter down so I could stay here and confer your degrees on you today. Let me tell you a little bit about the military honor cords that you are going to be seeing. So undergraduate and graduate students who have honorably served or are still serving or are commissioned to serve in the U.S. military, they've been awarded an honor cord to wear at their commencement ceremony in recognition of their duty and their sacrifice. So the red, white, and blue cords have been given to eligible graduating students, including associate degree recipients in the following groups: active duty, Reserve and National Guard service members, veterans, and graduates receiving a commission through ROTC and official U.S. Armed Forces recruiting programs. Penn State faculty and staff members who meet the eligibility criteria also may receive a military honor cord. Will those of you who are wearing the cords, please stand and be recognized. It goes without saying that without exceptional faculty and staff, it would be impossible to educate and nurture our students and prepare them for graduate or professional school or the world of work. Will our faculty and staff please stand and be acknowledged? And now let me recognize you, family and friends. Graduates, you have no doubt received encouragement and support from parents, spouses, siblings, extended family, friends, significant others. Would you please show your appreciation to all those who have supported and encouraged you by giving them a big, round, neatly lined round of applause? It is now my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Roxanna Gapster, President and CEO of WellSpan Health. She was previously Vice President and President within the Health Partner System in Bloomington, Minnesota. She has over 25 years of leadership experience in healthcare, including integrated healthcare systems, health plan operations, and group care. Her previous roles include Chief Nursing Officer and Chief Operating Officer. Dr. Gapster received her bachelor's degree from the College of St. Catherine in St. Paul, Minnesota, and her master's and doctorate degrees from the University of Minnesota. The Central Pennsylvania Business Journal named her a game changer among the most admired nonprofit CEOs in 2020. With the move to 2 ceremonies this year, Dr. Gapster has done a video recording of her speech for both ceremonies. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you via video Dr. Gapster.
Thank you, Chancellor Achampong, and welcome members of the faculty and staff, family and friends, and graduates of the class of 2021. I am honored to be part of your special day. And to all the moms in the audience, I wish you the best for your own special day tomorrow. Graduates, as your Mont Alto journey comes to an end, your life's journey begins. It's a bittersweet moment, and I imagine you're feeling a mix of emotions: pride in your accomplishments, a touch of sadness at what you're leaving behind, and a blend of excitement and anxiety about what's next. Believe it or not, this is an especially exciting and rewarding time to be launching your career. Yes, we've experienced a global pandemic, and we're dealing with the effects of climate change, divide, and a national reckoning with long-standing inequality. The pandemic has created disruption for virtually every sector and industry, and none more so than healthcare. So why then, with all of those challenges, do I believe that you're starting your career journey at such an exciting and rewarding time? Because opportunity is born of challenge. We find strength through difficulty. Across industries, many organizations throughout the world have reacted and adapted successfully to the difficulties of the past year. They're poised to soar when they can begin to operate at full capacity again. Take WellSpan Health, for example. Our vision to be a trusted partner, reimagining healthcare, inspiring health, has been our North Star during the past year. By staying firmly focused on our vision and strategy, even as we navigated the pandemic, we've been able to capitalize on bold opportunities and to keep our patients a healthy step ahead. By doubling down on improving the health of our communities, we accelerated our growth. We are expanding, not contracting our team. And we need talented professionals who are eager to learn, innovate, and adapt to the rapidly changing world we're operating in, to anticipate and tackle the opportunities that lie ahead. Which leads me to the first of 3 life lessons for you to consider as you navigate your next steps in your own journey. Expect the unexpected and ask what if. When I graduated from nursing school in 1985, I never would have imagined that computers, which were quite novel at the time, would become a staple in the majority of American households, or that they would be portable, giving millions of people the freedom to work in coffee shops or their own backyards, or that I would be able to connect with my grandkids, have a doctor's appointment, deposit a check, and order a pizza, all from a single device in the palm of my hand. And most of us can't imagine a world without these innovations. But over the next 30 years, we will experience as much change or more. Everyday conveniences that we can't begin to imagine yet, advances in artificial intelligence, robotics, and virtual reality are already happening. You'll have starring roles and front row seats to how these technologies change the way we live and work. Now that's exciting. While no one is ever completely ready for unexpected change, you can build the resilience and adaptability necessary to manage change by expecting the unexpected and asking what if. At WellSpan, finding a better way is one of our core values. We ask what if in our continuous pursuit of innovations that reimagine healthcare and inspire health for consumers and patients. Innovation isn't always grounded in a big new idea. Sometimes it's simply a new way of looking at something or the combination of existing ideas. For example, a few days after the start of the pandemic in March 2020, WellSpan developed a MacGyver team named after the popular 80s TV show. The main character was known for his inventive solutions to problems. You can Google that later. Just days into the pandemic, this team found themselves at the brink of the most challenging healthcare issue in a lifetime, a shortage of personal protective equipment, or PPE. After a number of creative experimental products, this team leveraged their engineering design expertise to create a new N95 mask. They partnered with W.L. Gore and Associates, famous for their Gore-Tex products, on fabric and materials. This spring, we made the WellSpan N95 mask available to a 5-system healthcare collaboration through a newly created joint venture called EXO. Not only does this mask meet or exceed all quality, comfort, and protective standards for a consumer-grade mask, it is designed, sourced, and manufactured in the United States, and it's packaged here in South Central Pennsylvania. These team members were drawn to ask what if because of their passion and commitment to finding a better way. They dug deep because it was the right thing to do, and they simply would not accept anything less than success, knowing their colleagues could be in harm's way. By asking what if, they created an innovative solution, inspiring team members all across our organization to ask what if in other challenging areas as well. Graduates, the world needs you to ask what if, to be difference makers, leaders, innovators, and creators, to see the possibilities and create new solutions. As you enter the workforce in your chosen field, you'll experience many exciting firsts. Your first job offer, your first customer or patient, and your first boss. And over time, you'll likely experience good bosses and bad bosses. I know I've had my share of both. And what I've learned from observing many leaders is my second lesson for you today. Balance your head and your heart as you go through this life. Courageous and compassionate leadership is needed at every level in every organization, now more than ever. The events and insights of the past year have underscored the interconnectedness of humanity, the importance of empathy and how we relate to one another. Find in yourself the courage to think boldly, make tough decisions, drive for results. Put all that wonderful Penn State Mont Alto knowledge in your head to good use, but don't neglect your heart. Show compassion to walk in someone else's shoes, understand and bridge different perspectives, and make your own unique contribution to the greater good. In all that I've done throughout my 30-plus year career, I've followed my head and my heart, not always keeping them perfectly in balance, but always doing my best. I will never forget the experience of working as a nurse in a large university hospital, providing care in a bone marrow transplant unit. Some of the earliest research protocols, experimental at that time, were happening before my eyes, and I was part of it. I had a role in the last chance to save lives with experimental research. I had to lead with my head to learn extremely complex protocols, many of which produced terrible side effects. And my heart came into play as I comforted patients and families during a difficult time. Over those years, I met families from all across the country, and many of them have become lifetime connections. With a passion for oncology nursing, I later became a nurse manager. And during the AIDS epidemic, I coordinated care for chronic illness in patients with hemophilia. When others were afraid to shake the hand of someone with AIDS, I hugged my patients and their families. And then during the height of the HIV epidemic, I worked as a research nurse trying to find a better way to treat a devastating disease. In both roles, my head and my heart were required on a daily basis. Even and perhaps especially as CEO of WellSpan, I need to balance my head and my heart every day. With a team of 20,000 strong, full of brilliant people with diverse perspectives and backgrounds, I've been able to engage both their hearts and their minds to keep us all rowing in the same direction. Whether your chosen field is healthcare, business, psychology, or something else, you will face situations that demand both head and heart thinking and feeling. And there's no better way I know of keeping your head and heart clear and focused than my third lesson. Remember who you are. One of my favorite thought leaders, Simon Sinek, talks about the importance of staying grounded as you advance in your career. He says, people will call you sir and madam, carry your luggage. People will hold doors open for you. They'll bring you a cup of tea without you even asking. But it's not meant for you. It's meant for the position you hold. When you move on, they will give them to the person who replaces you. Never ever forget that you only ever deserve a styrofoam cup. This lesson is about humility. You've worked hard to get where you are today, and you're going to work even harder to build the career and life of your dreams. But no matter how much money you make or what title you achieve, what will matter in the end is how you feel inside. Did you stay true to your values? Did you treat others with respect? Did you help others grow in their journeys? In Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Professor Dumbledore tells Harry, it's not our abilities that show what we truly are. It is our choices. Well, right now, the path in front of you is clean slate. The contours will take shape with every decision you make and action you take as you leave here today. So in closing, I encourage you to expect the unexpected and ask, what if? It's not all going to go as planned, and that's what makes the journey an adventure. Balance your head and your heart. This powerful combination will serve you well. And remember who you are. You are a bright, well-rounded Penn State graduate with the educational background and competencies employers want and need. There is only one of you. Make the most of you. On behalf of the entire WellSpan Health team, congratulations. We are proud to support Penn State Mont Alto and look forward to the wonderful work each of you will do in the world that awaits you. Thank you.
So normally at this time, I would come and present a gift to the speaker. And we do have a gift for her. It is a lion replica with a nameplate affixed to the bottom, recognizing her as our speaker today. So we're going to ship it to York. And I'll just add a note to it to express our appreciation for her taking the time to do this video. Thank you.
We have one more tradition before beginning the conferral of degrees, and that is the introduction of the Penn State Mont Alto Faculty Scholar. The award was established in 1999 to honor a member of the faculty who had the most outstanding academic year in terms of research and/or creative accomplishments. The first award went to a friend and colleague of mine, Dr. Bill Toothacker. This year's award goes to my friend and colleague, Dr. Samjit Bharat. Dr. Samjit Bharat is an associate professor of marketing with a Bachelor of Arts and Master of Arts in Economics from Jadavpur University, a Master of Arts in Economics and MBA from the University of Kansas, and a PhD in marketing from the University of North Texas. Dr. Bharat's research interests are currently medical tourism by Western patients in Asia, the ethics of drug trials by Western companies in Western companies in non-Western countries, and political marketing in India, the topic of his recent sabbatical work. He presented once at a virtual international conference. His presentation was judged best paper of the session, and he is looking forward to increasing his research efforts post-pandemic. Dr. Bharat will say a few words to you today as the recipient of the Penn State Mont Alto Faculty Scholar Award. He will speak to you about the value of scholarship and the value of things you've learned that aren't necessarily graded on a final exam. And so, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 2021 Penn State Mont Alto Faculty Scholar, Dr. Samjit Bharat. Samjit?
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, my faculty and staff colleagues, and most importantly, my dear graduating students. Our Director of Academic Affairs, Mike Donchevsky, told me that I have 5 minutes. And when Mike says 5 minutes, what he really means is 4.5. So that's what I'm going to go by. If you do not know who I am, I won't hold it against you. I am, however, truly honored, humbled, and thankful for being recognized as the Faculty Scholar of the Year. Since you just heard about my research from Dr. Donchevsky, I do not want to ruin your day by repeating the same. All I want to say is that I love what I do, what I have been trained to do, and what I would continue to do even if I won the Powerball. Above all, I have always surrounded myself with people smarter than me. But what exactly is research? The dictionary defines it as investigation or experimentation aimed at the discovery and interpretation of facts, revision of accepted theories or laws in the light of new facts, or practical application of such new or revised theories or laws. No wonder students are scared to even think about research. To a typical student, a researcher conjures up an image of a person with a pair of thick glasses, little to no hair, and even less money in their bank accounts. A researcher is a person who slogs for hours day after day going through reams of journal articles that nobody ever touches. But when you think about it, research does not have to be that way. Instead, I encourage my students to dig deep, simply so that they can become better informed, to better understand what is right and what is not, and to separate fact from fiction. Honestly, you need to sift through information even for mundane things like buying a car or a laptop. But most importantly, research helps us appreciate that there does exist a world that extends beyond California on the West Coast and New York on the East. We live in an age where fake news is constantly competing with real news, and sometimes even winning the race. No wonder people still think that the virus does not exist or vaccines do more harm than good. Every semester, as part of their final project, I require my students to design a business plan for a new product that currently does not exist in the market, which involves conducting considerable research. As such, over the years, I have compiled an eclectic assortment of great ideas generated by my students. To share a few, for example, a voice-activated room freshener diffuser that can spray different scents, using plastic bags to create beautiful crocheted items for everyday use, or a hand sanitizer dispenser fitted with an ultraviolet light that can help you see where exactly the germs are located on your hands. While some of these great research ideas have been presented at academic festivals and the Lion Tank competition in the recent past, there are also some other research ideas that are, well, I will let you decide. For example, a hand vac that doubles up as a hair dryer, a full-service condom store, or even better, instead of buying a new pair of jeans, why not wear them inside out just so you can save the environment? Student life is never easy. It never was. I can speak from personal experience because we all have been there not long ago. Your staple diet consists of ramen noodles. On weekends, you make it gourmet by adding ketchup. In spite of all this, you never gave up. You never quit. You stumbled, but you pulled yourselves up and trudged towards the finishing line. And what a year it has been for the class of 2021. Many dreams were shattered. Graduation ceremonies were delayed. NASA sent a mission to Mars. Kim and Kanye got divorced. And Jeff Bezos just made an extra $100 billion. But it is because of your persistence that you are here today. And that is why we are. That is why every single person in this room is proud of you and your achievement. So dear class of 2021, get your vaccine, go out there, the world is waiting for you. Thank you, and namaste.
We will now proceed with the conferring of degrees, subject to completion of all degree requirements and satisfaction of minimum criteria. You will note from the program that some of the candidates for degree listed are not with us today. They will graduate in absentia. And you will note that some here today will not graduate until later this year. We are also recognizing others today who graduated in the summer or fall semester. You will see students who are candidates for graduating with honors. Cum laude is our term. Students who are candidates for summa cum laude are wearing a blue and white cord. Candidates for magna cum laude are wearing a blue cord. And candidates for cum laude are wearing a white cord. Please hold your applause until all students in all three categories are standing. Will all of the candidates for summa cum laude please rise and remain standing? Will all candidates for magna cum laude please rise and remain standing? Will all candidates for cum laude please rise and remain standing? Congratulations to all of you and well done. Please be seated.
I now recognize the Grand Marshal for all the colleges represented here today. Dr. Michael Donchevsky, will you please present the candidates?
On behalf of the University College, I recommend these candidates for the Associate in Science degree in Occupational Therapy. Emily N. Geip. Alexandra R. Hurst. Alexis N. Kellison. Carly N. Knapp. Adam J. S. Lepay. Megan Shockey, candidate for magna cum laude. Sarah L. Thomas, also earning an Associate of Arts in Letters, Arts, and Sciences. Courtney L. Thompson. Paige N. Wood. Shayna N. Young. On behalf of the University College, I recommend these candidates for the Associate in Science degree in Physical Therapist Assistant. Grace Banfi, Brenda V. Blancas Hernandez, candidate for magna cum laude. Leah E. Blunt. Sierra J. Claybaugh. Olea Corman, candidate for cum laude. Fiona L. Dowling, candidate for cum laude. Tucker O. Heckman. Carson N. Helfrich. Ellen Herr. Connor M. Houston. Deanna C. Lockman, candidate for magna cum laude. Dylan L. Loss. Hannah B. Lohman, candidate for summa cum laude. Eduardo S. Magales. Christine E. Stone. Philip M. Straight. On behalf of the University College, I recommend these candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Business. Dominique A. King, candidate for magna cum laude. Austin K. Polson. Dominique A. King. Nash M. Ray. Ethan C. Slusser. On behalf of the University College and the College of the Liberal Arts, I recommend these candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in Letters, Arts, and Sciences. Kara Bergen, who also earned a minor in psychology. On behalf of the College of Nursing, I recommend these candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Alexis Engel, candidate for cum laude, and earned a minor in Human Development and Family Studies. Shelby L. Armstrong earned a minor in Information Sciences and Technology. Jessica A. Beckley Chastity L. Bishop Sarah B. Bumbaugh Alexa Colgan Megan H. Derniak, candidate for magna cum laude. Danielle Thaler. Audrey L. Glassmeyer. Bailey M. Horner, sorry, N. Horner, I'm sorry. Katie Hutzel. Jennifer N. Kent. Laura N. Masser. Kira L. Reichard earned a minor in Human Development and Family Studies. Dana Roller. Mackenzie Weary. Jessica M. Winchester. Kaylee R. Yarnell. And I'm sorry, we failed to introduce a graduate in physical therapist assistant, Brady Weaver.
As Chancellor of Penn State Mont Alto, and as authorized by the Board of Trustees of the Pennsylvania State University, it gives me great pleasure to confer the Associate in Arts and Associate in Science degrees and the Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science degrees as certified by the Registrar. Graduates, you may now move your tassels. You are now graduates of the Pennsylvania State University. Graduates, let me take this opportunity to congratulate you for earning a Penn State degree. You are receiving a degree from a university that is known and respected nationally and internationally. You're receiving a degree from a university that employers recognize as doing the most exceptional job in preparing bright, well-rounded students who possess the competencies they are looking for. You're receiving a degree from a university that connects you to the largest dues-paying alumni network in the world. And finally, you are receiving a degree from a university that gives you an excellent return on your investment of tuition dollars. Your Penn State degree has equipped you to succeed both personally and professionally in a fast-changing, knowledge-based, diverse global economy. As you prepare to leave Mont Alto, please stay in touch, be an engaged citizen, and give back to whatever community you find yourself in. Thank you very much. I would like to now introduce Dr. Michael Donchevsky, member of the Penn State Mont Alto Alumni Society, to induct our new graduates into the Penn State Alumni Association.
Are you tired of listening to me yet? I'm Dr. Michael Donchevsky, representing the Mont Alto Alumni Society. The Penn State Alumni Association celebrates your successes and welcomes you into a proud network of Penn Staters. Your Alumni Association is powered by pride. More than 174,000 alumni and friends like you keep their connections to our world-class university strong through membership in the Penn State Alumni Association. Today, on behalf of the Alumni Association, I am honored to share a graduation gift to you, a one-year free membership in the Penn State Alumni Association. Your membership keeps you in touch with Penn State and connects you with more than 300 geographically dispersed alumni chapters, interest groups, and college and campus societies. No matter where you live, what you've studied, or which campus you attended, we have a group that matches your interests. After graduation, once you are settled, reach out to your local Penn State alumni chapter. Your Penn State family will be happy to hear from you. And in coming years, when you visit Penn State, we hope you will enjoy your time on campus and stop by the Hintz Family Alumni Center at University Park. With that, we would like to ask our new graduates to please rise. Would all other Penn State alumni here today please rise as well? It gives me great pleasure to induct you all graduating students of the Pennsylvania State University into the Penn State Alumni Association. Congratulations. For the remainder of you, please rise for the playing of the Alma Mater. We will not be singing the Alma Mater this year due to COVID restrictions. We will be playing a recording of it. Chief Academic Officer for the campus, I declare the academic year to be completed. You are free to use the lion statue that is outside and the one in front of the stage as a backdrop for photos. Slices of cake are available in the tent outside of the MAC building for you to take home and enjoy. Please remain in your seats until all of the graduates and guests seated in the ADA section have exited the room. This now concludes the ceremony.
They're not supposed to be going. All right. Huh?
And the faculty,